Hello, welcome to the JunkYard Rat Show here on Memorial Day, live from San Francisco, California. And all the way from Sacramento.
Yeah,
Did you park at a charging station?
I did.
Can you just leave your car there for a bunch of hours, or?
On level 2, you can.
Oh, okay. So you're at the one near the punchline, or?
Yeah, it's underneath the punchline.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a charging station underneath the punchline and stuff.
Well, there's a parking garage, and they have charge point level 2 chargers.
I hate that garage.
You do?
Yeah, I hate climbing those stairs.
Oh.
Is there even like an elevator to get up there? Like, I don't like where the punchline is. I'm old.
How would you get up there? Yeah. How does Jackson McBrayer? He gets up there. How does he do it?
I don't know. Have you seen Jackson? Somebody asked me about Jackson. Have you seen Jackson McBrayer lately? Or?
I think I've seen him within the last year. I think he was at a punchline show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I saw him on bar. He was yelling at somebody one time. I was like, I just left him alone. he was yelling at a woman. I was like, you're in a wheelchair just yelling at a woman. I'm like, I don't know what that's about, but I'm just gonna leave it alone. And then I saw him a couple months later. He's like, oh, what's up? I didn't even realize he recognized me. Yeah.
Huh. Well, because you thought he'd just gone full crazy when you saw him yelling at the lady.
Yeah.
And then when you saw him again, you were surprised that, he recognized. So it must not be as crazy as you thought.
Yeah, it's weird because, you do comedy for years, and there's people you don't see for years, and they pop up. Like a couple weeks back at Kel's, E.J. Allen was hosting, and I guess he had cancer. He was in the hospital for a while.
Oh, wow.
He's better. And then he's hosting, and he starts criticizing me for not wearing pants. He's like, how you not wear pants? I don't know. Is that a requirement to wear pants? Or?
Well, you can't wear pants, can you?
I can wear pants.
Can you? Oh, okay.
Why couldn't I wear pants?
I don't know.
You don't think pants fit me? I can't find pants that fit me.
I thought maybe you had some I don't know, condition or something where you can't wear pants.
No, in the winter I wear pants.
You wear pants in the wintertime?
I wear sweatpants.
Oh.
I do wear pants in the winter.
I know some stubborn sons of bitches that wear fucking shorts in the winter.
Oh, yeah? I know one guy who wears shorts in the winter. But no, I don't know. It's weird. But I didn't realize that was a requirement. You had to wear pants.
I wore pants today just because I checked the. I actually put on shorts this morning.
Oh, yeah?
And then I was like, wait a minute, let's check the weather down there. And so I checked it. And it said it was going to be between 49 and 61. I was like, I'm going to put pants on.
Yeah, it's cold out here. It's always colder. What's the weather like in Sacramento? Is it hitting under 100 degrees yet, or?
It's headed that way. It's getting close.
So you excited? Are you excited being in the city? Do you like coming to San Francisco, or?
Yeah, I like being here, I guess.
I guess it was Carnival this weekend. Did you go to Carnival, or did you?
Carnival?
Isn't that like Fat Tuesday? That's like Easter.
I think it's Easter, but yeah, this weekend they had it in the Mission. In San Francisco, they did it this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, they shut down Mission Street and stuff.
Oh.
Not me. Actually, yeah, I didn't go. My niece graduated from high school on Friday.
Oh.
at Folsom. Yeah,
Okay, nice.
she graduated. My niece is going to college at Cambridge in London in England.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
So I can officially say that my family is privileged. You know, you know the weird thing about it, it's like my niece is the third person in my family to move to another continent.
Oh.
You know, we started out in Chile. We came to America. My brother moved to Rome. He was a CPA.
Shapacassi is an Italian name.
It's an
right?
Italian
so you
name,
guys came
yeah.
from Italy.
Yeah.
Then to Chile, and then to the U.S. Now to England.
The weird thing is my nephew did a 23andMe test, and he was talking about how there's no Italian on our side of the family. He's like, and I didn't know how to tell him, like, you know, don't be doing those tests. You never know what kind. You never know. I'm gonna have to tell him. Well, you know, my brother and I don't have the same father. I'm just kidding. I was gonna say something crazy like that, but the kid's in high school. I don't think he would have found it funny. But I'm like, my because when I was born, my dad was actually in Texas.
Oh.
So, yeah. But don't do those 23andMe, you don't realize there's family secrets out there. Because years ago, nobody knew. You could lie, you know.
Yeah.
You had a white baby. Your husband was white. You're like, hey, you know.
Well, it's the old thing, the milkman. Looks like the milkman's kid.
Oh, yeah, that joke about the milkman, like. And, yeah.
Just watched Unfrosted last night.
Yeah. When did they stop delivering milk anyway? I don't remember.
My house growing up still had like a milk door for the milkman to walk in and like in between the wall kind of thing.
Oh yeah. So what part of Detroit are you are you from Detroit? Or are you like what part of Detroit are you from?
I'm on fucking trial here, shit.
Well, no, I'm just I mean, I've always been interested in Detroit. That's why.
It's coming around. It's it's always been kind of coming up. But it's a slow burn, and I don't think it'll ever be what it used to be in like the fucking 1800s when everyone had a mansion and shit. But
yeah,
we're getting back. It's a lot of refurbishing. There's that old train station that's like an iconic Detroit building that's been abandoned forever, and they're finally getting that into housing, I want to say. But it's been again. I haven't been there since I was a kid. But
I got family in Ann Arbor.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. I don't know if you would call them family because my last name, there's only like 50 of us in America, Skiabacase. And there was some guy from Ann Arbor who played for the Detroit Tigers like in 1910 with my last name. So
holy shit.
I think we're all related in one way. So yeah, it's crazy out here. So are you excited you're doing Mirthquake tonight? Or are you doing the Mirthquake? Is that the
Mirthquake?
Is that the name of the show you're doing? Or?
I thought it was like meat something. It has something to do with meat.
I don't know. Is it Andrew Holmgren? And
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Meatless Mondays or something like that.
Yeah, like at the Abbey Tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that area. I used to go there a lot when Dirty Tricks was running. And what's the name of the one next to Dirty Tricks?
Dirty Tricks.
There was two places next to each other, right? Dirty Tricks and the other one.
Is Dirty Tricks what became Neck of the Woods?
Yeah, no? Neck of the Woods is next. Right? Yeah.
Right.
No, Dirty Tricks was next door to Neck of the Woods. That's right. It was Neck of the Woods. Yeah.
I thought they were the same place.
Yeah, no. There were Dirty Tricks. The bar's still running, but it has a different name. Actually, Robin Williams showed up to Dirty Tricks, and I wasn't there that week.
Oh.
But he showed up. I'm like,
did you do a set?
Yeah, he did a set. And I was like, I can't believe I wasn't there the week that Robin Williams showed up to Dirty Tricks.
Oh. I only ever saw him one time at the old Purple Onion. I don't think he did a set. I was sitting on the steps, and he walked down the steps, and everybody was like, "Who is Robin Williams?" And then a few minutes later, he walked right back out. So I don't think he did a set.
I saw him at the Throckmorton.
Oh yeah.
I saw him. Yeah. Because I used to hear rumors he would show up all the time. So yeah, Sammy was performing there, right? Sammy cock-blocked me. He cock-blocked me because I was about to show Robin my my sets on, and somehow the Sammy's Wi-Fi didn't work. I was about to show Robin my video sets.
That could have been it.
Yeah. I actually told him a joke too. And this is not my joke.
Okay. It's okay to do that with Robin.
It's not my joke, but why did Hitler kill himself?
Why?
Because he got the gas bill.
Oh yeah, that's like a classic schoolyard.
Yeah, so I told him that joke, but I was wondering if I was gonna hear him do it that night.
Oh come on, no, Robin fucking will. Come man,
No,
Chris.
Robin.
fuck?
I'm telling you, Robin had a reputation for like doing it.
He
Robin,
can do some shit. I know.
Yeah.
I've seen his stand up.
In fact, I was thinking about it years later that I missed my chance to get paid. I should have told him like, hey man, you took one of my jokes. I need like $5,000 or something.
Just cut me a check, $5,000. No
He's
problem.
not gonna steal that joke.
No, he's not gonna do that. Well, it's not even mine. I heard that
That's
joke.
that's like grade school.
I know. But I was like, yeah, I was about. The funny thing is, we were in the green room, right? And he took a shit, and he like smelled up the green room, right? And I kept thinking, damn, Robin just like, I think Robin's got diarrhea. He's like smelling up the green room and shit. Yeah. And you know, when he walked out, he looked kind of embarrassed because, yeah, I'm famous and I'm rich, but I do take shits, you know. And
Still human.
I'm still human and shit, yeah. And I think he left some lasagna, and I was like, I could sell the lasagna. He had some lasagna.
Robin Williams leftovers. Some sick fuck would definitely.
I could have sold it like, who wants the Robin Williams lasagna?
Wants to clone Robin Williams.
Yeah. I didn't realize I would never see him again, but yeah, he was a cool guy and stuff. I really liked the guy. Yeah. But yeah, I think Robin, yeah, Sammy cock blocked me and shit, but Sammy wasn't about trying to get me on stage. He was there. But yeah, it was crazy. I haven't been at Throckmorton lately. I haven't been there in years since that day.
Oh.
Have you been to the Throckmorton?
I've never been to it. I'd like to go. I was trying to get on.
It's like in Marin or something. Marin or
yeah, somewhere out there.
Somewhere out there. It's all crazy. It's all the comedy game and stuff.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. It's been crazy week. Like we were at Cal's on Friday, and I guess these school teachers were there. They were on mushrooms. I don't know. They were celebrating they kept yelling that they were on mushrooms in the audience. And I don't know, were they celebrating the end of the school year? Like,
maybe,
we're all going to go do mushrooms together. But yeah, it's weird. And I kept talking about how, the best mushrooms in the world is known as penis envy. But I'm like, isn't it weird? They don't got, why call it penis envy? A friend of mine, her son only buys penis envy mushrooms. And I'm like, I didn't have the heart to ask her, but I'm like, hey, is your son okay? Is there any problems? Why does he only do penis envy mushrooms?
No, that's what Chris and I were saying earlier. There's like strains of weed, strains of mushrooms. But
Yeah.
one's literally called elephant penis envy.
Wow.
Elephant, yeah,
Is
it's
it really
weird.
big? Like-
Kinda, yeah. It's like the thick.
Okay.
They'll fuck you up.
Have you done mushrooms before?
I never have. No.
Oh, I got some mushrooms on me. I go to Sesh. I want some, but
I feel like if I got some, I would just put them. I would get them framed.
oh yeah.
And hang them on the wall or something.
There's like a mushroom church in San Francisco.
Mushroom church.
There's
Heard
a
about that.
there's a mushroom church. It got started in Oakland. I used to go to a church service every Sunday. They would have a church service, and he would give out joints.
Oh wow.
There's a mushroom church. I've done mushrooms, but I haven't done too many. I've done acid a couple of times, but yeah, it's weird. I've done mushrooms, but not too many. I don't like it. I used to smoke mushrooms.
That's fucking ridiculous.
And then
What are you
somebody
talking
told
about?
me that's
I know
really,
drinking tea, but
it's like really dangerous because the pores go into your lungs. They said you shouldn't do that shit at all. So
the mushrooms start growing in your lungs and stuff.
yeah, so
I don't know if you heard this. There's a guy who intravenously injected psilocybin, and mushrooms started growing in his blood. He's on antifungals for the rest of his fucking life. They were shutting his kidneys down because it was like, because they grow in dark, you know. It was growing microscopic mushrooms in his fucking veins.
Yeah.
And he was high as a fucking kite because it was just producing mushrooms in his blood. Antifungals the rest of his life.
What are the antifungals anyway? Like,
they're like fungals, but they're against them.
That's
I don't know what the
weird.
fucking medication is, but yeah, it's like some pills and shit.
Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm high. I got a bunch of mushrooms growing in my lungs.
You're profungal. Yeah.
It's like an athlete's foot cream, but like you
Eat it. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
maybe he's got to shoot it up. Like
Yeah, he might have to be
insulin or
at like a
something.
fucking IV drip, but
Yeah.
like, he almost shut his kidneys down with that
Wow.
shit.
That's crazy. Maybe I need to get checked out. But I ain't smoked too many mushrooms, but like I've never done tea, but like yeah. I mean it's all legalized now. It's all decriminalized in Oakland. You can get DMT, mushrooms, acid. Even Molly's decriminalized. Somebody gave me some Molly the other day. Because I go to a session in Oakland, they got raffles and I win weed and sometimes I win mushrooms and I won some Molly. I didn't even realize it was Molly. It was like gummies, little Molly gummies and shit. And I didn't even know I was. But yeah, it's like these days they got all that shit. And there's people like, I hear people all the time talking about, yeah, I'm on mushrooms all the time. Like I do mushrooms every day.
That's fucking stupid.
And it's like years ago, people be like, yeah, I smoke weed all day. Now the same people are like, I do mushrooms all day. And I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I talked about like microdosing or.
Yeah, microdosing. But no, I got friends that are really into mushrooms. I mean, they're heavy into mushroom use. And I was like, I don't know. One of the reasons I don't do mushrooms, I get paranoid. I live with my mom, my mommy, and I'm always thinking like I don't want to be on mushrooms in front of mommy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think my mom hates weed, so I can't even imagine what she would do if she realized I was on mushrooms or something. But yeah. What about your family? You come from didn't you say you went down to your parents' house to burn some brush for Mother's Day? Or?
Yeah, my mom, we were asking her, like, what do you want to do for Mother's Day? And she had some different ideas. We were maybe going to go up to the Empire Mine and hike around and stuff. My niece hasn't seen that yet. She's only 3, you know, so.
You could take a 3-year-old to go hiking.
Yeah, well, she likes to hike around.
Oh, yeah. What age do you take people hiking?
I know, right? That's a good question. It's almost philosophical. But anyway, we ended up not doing that because it was going to be like one of the last burn days, and they had this big pile of brush. And so my mom decided that for Mother's Day, she wanted everybody to help my dad burn up all the brush. And so I went up there to help him. And when I got there, like my sister and her husband had already helped him for a little bit, and then they were gonna leave and go look at an open house. They were like, we don't want to be here anymore. We want to go look at some other houses. So then, like, I had a choice that they offered to me, which was that I could go with them to look at open houses. But, and I almost did it, but then I was like, this doesn't seem right. I should help my dad. So, because then at that point, nobody was helping him.
It's Mother's Day. You got to be with your mom, right? I mean,
Yeah, fuck dads.
Well, yeah, but it's like you also have to do what your mom says. Like, that's what she wanted. She wanted us, she loves my dad.
so did you burn the brush? I mean, isn't that dangerous though? What if it's windy and like your house catches on fire? Like, were you near the house or how does that work?
It was a safe distance away, and they have days up there that they designate for people to burn brush.
Oh, yeah? How much of brush was there? I mean, like...
I don't know in terms of like weight or mass or whatever. There was quite a bit. I mean, it took us he'd already been burning since like the wee hours of the morning, and we probably didn't finish until I don't know 5 or 6 p.m.
Do you cook stuff on the pile, or is it just like to burn it down?
We should have, but it was so hot, like
in the summer too. Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't even really get near it. So, cooking stuff, it would have been.
You could have burned the compost.
Charcoal.
Compost. You have a compost, don't you? Or
Yeah.
do you burn that, or
No.
Yeah, compost.
are you supposed to burn it, or just let
It
it?
does its thing. That's the point of it.
I don't know. I don't know about compost. Like, I live in a senior community. There's no composting where I'm at.
You are the composting.
No, it's true. You know, somebody put up a sign saying we shouldn't use plastic bags. They're bad for the environment. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of bags? Well, how are we gonna dump garbage without plastic bags?
Here's the fucking thing, and I'm kind of passionate about this. A lot of the world's problems right now are because of fucking hippies. It was hippies in the 70s that said we have to get plastic bags because we're chopping too many trees down for paper ones.
Yeah.
Now like fucking all these paper bags and shit, and now we're bringing paper bags back because
Yeah.
apparently we have trees again. I don't know. I'm all for paper. I'm fine with it. Like shit. But.
I don't know. I really, if they want me to dump out a garbage can, I tore down the papers that said no plastic bags. I said fuck these people. Like, I'm all for because when I grew up there was just one garbage, right? And then you had like the recycles, and now you got like 3 different recycle thingies. So it's like, I'm all for that. But the truth is, I don't even think they recycle shit, I think they just want to look like they recycle it. But I don't think these companies really recycle anything, like.
Look, I had a buddy in recology, and to a degree, yes, majority of things that get recycled are kind of put back into the landfill. But things do get recycled. Things do get put out. A lot of it is people like you doing user error that are just like, fuck it, I'll throw it all in the trash. Or you have to take the labels off of cans and shit too. Like, there's a lot of shit people don't even fucking do. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I can see both sides of it. I don't blame you for not wanting to wash off every can of tomato paste you use, but also, I don't know. I'm not the fucking guest here. But.
I'm old school. I used to smoke weed out of Coke cans. So, like,
well, I still, yeah. That's the thing. I'm keeping the legend alive.
Oh yeah, but then I started thinking about it. I'm like, is this safe? I mean, you're smoking off metal and paint, like.
On the lining on the inside too.
Because I ran out of rolling paper this weekend, and I took out my pipe, but I cough a lot more when I'm using pipes and bongs and rolling paper. But I was about to like just take a Red Bull can and turn it into a pipe and stuff. I mean, people use all kinds of shit to smoke weed. I saw somebody who used a watermelon, like you just make a hole in the watermelon, then
I've seen for pumpkins, like you carve the pumpkin out and you get the bong. You still use the bong pieces, like the stem and all that. But you can watermelon though. That sounds.
I was at
bottle.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah,
I was at Mo Green's and some woman brought I forgot, a gravity bong. You know what a gravity bong is? Where you take a bucket of water and then you take like a bottle and you cut the bottom off, and then you light the bottle. You put your weed on top of the bottle.
like a drill bit or like a bong piece.
Yeah, then you light it and you pull up the bottle in the water and it fills up with smoke.
Let me pull up an image here.
It's science. It's science, damn it. But she brought one to like a dispensary, and I'm like, I don't know if you should be like carrying a whole gravity bong thing to a dispensary and shit. But yeah, you missed out on all this weed thing. Like, the fact you don't smoke weed, like, you're missing out on a lot of culture. Do you feel left out?
I've witnessed, some interesting things. Didn't I tell you guys about the analyzer on one of the shows that I was on?
What analyzer?
It's paraphernalia that some kids that went to my high school made, where they they were in an auto shop,
Uh-huh.
and there was like a smog analyzer
Oh, yeah.
that like broke.
Okay. Because I know like smog testing, that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so they were what are they doing?
It
with this?
broke,
Okay.
and so the teacher was like, "Yeah, you guys can take any parts off of it that you want."
Okay.
So they took a bunch of parts off of it, and it was like it had these two small glass bowls that had pipes that went in and then came out. And so they like set. I think there were the two bowls, and then they like set up some galvanized pipes and attached them to it. So they one was like a bowl where they put the weed, and then they'd light that, and it would go into one of the little glass bowls, and then that would bubble, and then go over to the next glass bowl, and that would bubble, and then they would suck on the other end.
That looks complicated.
Yeah, it looked complicated, but I mean it's really just like a double bong,
Hell yeah.
Really.
That's
But with
inventive.
small,
though.
very small chambers.
Yeah, they got all kinds of weird stuff to smoke weed out of.
Yeah.
That's
The
what a grab
vape
bong is.
pens. Is that a gravity bong? Or?
Yes, that's kind of like the water bottle, and then you put the weed at the top.
Oh, yeah, the what? That's.
So you got to breathe in all those plastic fumes and stuff
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Well, no, you pull it up from the water, right?
As you're pulling it, the gravity of pulls the smoke down,
Uh-huh.
and that's when then you pull the cap off. And
Well, yeah, but you're still burning the weed like in the plastic cap.
oh
right?
yeah. Well, for me, my friends, we would put like a drill bit at the top there, so
Uh-huh.
you're only smoking like the chromium plating.
Oh,
It's still
okay.
bad, but
I got paranoid with the plastic, like, people don't like plastic glasses or plastic bottles and all that.
oh, I got a PVC bong, and the bowl is metal, so I'm not like burning the plastic, but
What is a PVC bong?
like the PVC pipe, And then
Uh,
it's just like a tube, and then they and some vinyl shit on the rim.
I had like a cheap, like, glass pipe.
Little
And
bubbler.
I got it, yeah, like a bubbler. I got it when I was visiting a friend of mine in Portland from a dispensary. They were giving that away, and the pipe broke in my backpack, and I didn't realize it. I was in the airport, and I put my hand in my backpack, and I was like bleeding like crazy, right?
Oh man.
And I'm almost in line to get in the plane, but I'm like, these fools aren't gonna let me on the plane if I'm bleeding. you know?
Right.
So I took a bunch of I took a napkin, and I just basically try to stop the blood from coming out, and I kind of hid my hand, like in my pocket. That way I could get on the plane.
Bro, that's how like Ebola got spread. Some dude's like, I'll just get on the plane first, and then
Yeah. They always say that. Who needs to be on the plane first? The weird thing is, I think they do it badly on planes. They should seat the people in the back first.
Well, no, because the rich people in the front would have to see all the poor people. Well, actually, no, yeah, it would be better because the rich people come in after. They don't have to see the poor people walking by them.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because when the plane lands, and some people got to wait 10, 15 minutes to get out of the plane because the front of the people are trying to get out, it would make sense if they fill up the back and, why not just put the rich people in the back? You know what I mean? You can put the rich people in the back. You could put first class in the back.
Historically, it's always been like you want to be up front though. Like
Yeah, you want to be in the front.
bus, the train.
But
Everything.
what, I don't know. They don't have like big planes like they used to, the 747s and stuff. But
We still have those.
yeah, the whole thing with Boeing
It's
is
the
like,
Concords we don't have anymore.
oh yeah, the Concorde is gone and stuff. The whole thing with Boeing and stuff.
Oh, if it's Boeing, I ain't going.
But it's like every plane in America is a Boeing plane, isn't it?
No,
It's-
no.
I went to San Diego for my birthday a couple of weeks back. I was on a Boeing plane there and back. I think most planes in America are Boeings. But if you look at it, they're not really that bad, There's a Boeing accident maybe once a week. But there's like a million planes flying. How many planes do you think fly every day in America?
I want better standards than once a week possible death.
I think car crashes are more dangerous. There's more cars.
Well, like you just said, like the volume of planes, there's going to be more issues, but the volume of cars, of course, there'll be more crashes. Like,
but there's so many planes. Like, I mean, shouldn't we look at it and think like, thank God we don't have more problems? Because we got planes landing, flying at all hours of the day in every fucking airport, you know? I mean, you think that there would be more problems with planes, you know, planes running into each other. You know, we got planes flying overhead.
They've had that shit figured out since the Wright brothers. Like, they knew what they're doing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is, like, maybe we're over-exaggerating. I understand Boeing has some problems, but... And the thing is, whose responsibility is it, you know? Once you buy a car...
It's Boeing's responsibility.
No, once you buy a car, it's your car.
No, because Toyota, they had those brake... Do you remember that shit?
Yeah.
The fucking Toyota brake lines and shit? That was Toyota's problem. That wasn't like, you bought it, fuck you. Like
unintended acceleration.
But if you own a bunch of planes, aren't you supposed to check them yourself? You know,
if I'm going on the plane, I'm not gonna be like, "Is this up to code?" Like, I'm not. They'll think you're a fucking terrorist looking at the plane like that. Like,
that is true.
They give you guidelines for what you need to do to check the plane and all that. So if you follow their guidelines and something still happens,
yeah.
No, but are you saying that responsibility lies on the flyer?
No,
like little grandma has to check the tire pressure of the boat.
I'm talking about the Southwest. I'm talking about the airline companies itself. Aren't they kind of responsible? It's their planes, you know. Shouldn't they be like? I mean, these planes fly all day long. You know, I mean, we don't expect cars to be on the road all day long, but these planes are flying all day long, every day. There's no time off, you know. There's no time off for these planes, so it's like
they have time off.
I mean,
I think you're just saying stuff.
I'm not saying stuff. I'm saying
you don't really believe this.
No, I'm saying if you look at the number of Boeing planes that are flying right now. How many Boeing planes do you think are on the air in America alone at this moment?
I don't know. We'd have to look it up.
There's got to be at least 10,000 planes right now, right? If you look at the numbers...
Probably, yeah. 10,000.
The thing about it, I got on a plane when I was like 2 months old, so I've been flying all my life. And I've never had a bad experience, you know? I've never had turbulence. I never, like... been on the plane, I thought this thing is going down. You know what I mean? Have you been on a bad plane trip or?
No. All my plane trips have been good.
Yeah, so maybe that's why. You know, maybe.
So it hasn't happened to you.
Yeah, it hasn't happened.
15 to 17,000 planes, but then how many of those are Boeing?
Oh, true.
I think most of them are Boeing, aren't they? I mean,
well, we have. I mean, that are made here. But we got Airbus now, and we used to have McDonnell Douglas, and there's still some of those flying, I think, and.
The Boeing Museum in Seattle is like the best airplane museum I've ever been to.
Oh, yeah?
If you ever get to Seattle, you got to check this thing out. It's huge.
I went there one time, but I didn't go to the museum.
Yeah, it's fucking huge. I went to the one in San Diego. The San Diego one is okay, but the one in Seattle is fucking huge. But to me, it's like, I mean, there was a Boeing plane, I think, flying in India that people got injured on yesterday. You know, So maybe once a week we have a Boeing plane going back. You know?
Well, we got competitors like Lockheed and
Lockheed, right.
Lockheed
Airbus
Martin, yeah. But it's like we got all these and these planes are old. I mean, how old are these planes? You know, we don't know. There's a reason they don't have years on these planes. You know, if they don't tell you're flying on a Boeing 1999 Boeing plane. You know what I mean?
Some of them, I think, are from the 70s.
That's what I'm saying. They don't tell you how old these planes are, you know.
Flying.
I mean, and the other thing that I don't think airlines make money. What I'm trying
What the fuck, man? I'm sorry, Chris, but
what I'm trying to say is it's not that, because like 20, 30 years ago, when I would go to Chile, it was like $1,000 a ticket. Right now, it's $1,000 a ticket. The prices haven't gone up that much. The plane tickets. What I'm saying is, as a business,
Like razor thin margins.
yeah, as a business, it's not a business where they can overcharge people and people are gonna go. You know, they're always looking for the best. I fly Spirit all the time. It's the shittiest airline ever, right? But I mean, I'm gonna get on because it's a good price. You know,
Yeah, but that might be the only thing you have left after
that's true.
your Spirit.
And then I flew Southwest, and I was like, these people give you free coffee. They give you Spirit. They don't give you shit.
Spirit actually made a patent for a plane that does not have seats. So it's like a standing bicycle seat,
wow.
and then you just like ride a bus up in the sky. I don't think that'll ever happen, but they made the patents. They're like,
I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen. You know.
just can't sit down for 6 hours on a fucking flight.
I mean, what? How many flights do last 6 hours? Those are in America. I mean, most flights last maybe an hour and a half, 2. You go to LA or you go to Vegas, maybe an hour and a half.
Right, it would work for something like
Seattle's like 2 hours.
I think that's the intent. I don't think anyone's flying to India standing up.
Yeah, I mean, there are the best airline I ever flew was KLM. I flew KLM years ago from Amsterdam to I think LA. But there's a lot of airlines out there. Some very expensive airlines, you know. I actually know somebody who works at a private airline too. But I just think maybe we gotta look at the bright side for Boeing. I don't know. They had 2 whistleblowers die. One of them killed himself, and the other one like died of a disease. But it's like I can imagine like you're a Boeing whistleblower, like that's scary, you know.
Yeah.
There's certain businesses you don't want to be a whistleblower, like.
Oh, billions of dollars is on the line. Like government contracts for Boeing, like military shit. Like, of course they're going to shut these people up. And
Yeah. But it's like your door falls out, like stupid shit.
Yeah.
It's stupid shit, you know? Shit that you should be able to fix, right? Like, we got computers now. Shouldn't the computer tell you when your door's malfunctioning? I mean, these cars you got, the cars are all computerized now, you know? In fact, they passed a law in California that your car's going to tell you when you're speeding.
Oh, so it's not even that. So they're working on programs that will literally cap your car at the posted speed limit. So you literally cannot drive above 70. Like you can just smash the pedal. It will not go above. They can do that shit. They can shut your vehicle down remotely.
Yeah, they can shut your car down remotely, yeah. That's why you got to buy one of these 70s cars.
Hell yeah. Hell.
With no
seatbelts.
No seatbelts. When they shut down the grid, you got to go buy one of these 70s cars. That's all metal. Like the Caddy. You got an old Caddy, right?
Yeah.
You might be getting your Caddy fixed one day, like, you know.
Yeah,
But how is your electric car? Are you happy with it, or?
yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's been fun.
So it's a Mini Coupe?
Yeah, Mini Cooper.
How about the charging stations? Have you found a lot of charging stations? Or?
Yeah.
Are they expensive? Or?
Yeah, they can get pretty expensive. I mean, it's like when I drive down here and I charge it up, it's like, you know, usually at least $10 on a level 3 charger. And then I can get home. But it's like, you know, when I get home, then I'm back down to like, you know, 15, 20 miles. So then you're like, oh, well, I just spent basically the same as gas, because it's like if I had a car that got 45 miles per gallon, then, and I paid $5 per gallon, it would have been the same price, you know? Mm-hmm. So, you know, the charging publicly is just as expensive, if not probably more in some cases. But, you know, when you charge at home, it's so much cheaper that all my local driving is really cheap. So, you know.
It's not like you can just fill your car up with gas at home either. Like, that must be so convenient to just slap it in. And
yeah, sure.
Why can't we just put solar batteries on the cars?
I don't think the efficacy is there quite yet for battery power.
I don't know. The new Tesla truck has got solar. Don't they got solar?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you almost need a solar panel bigger than the vehicle to power it, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. And why can't you get like 2 batteries? Why can't you just carry another battery with you? I mean, would that be too crazy? Because one of my friends, his neighbor has Tesla batteries for his house. They got solar, so and the Tesla batteries are outside, and I'm kind of surprised nobody's stolen it yet, but I'm like, would it be too crazy to have like a backup battery or, you know?
I don't know. Somebody will probably do it at some point, but I don't know. I think people are kind of just. It's still also new. People are seeing what the market is doing, and more charging stations are coming online. So then it's like, if we have enough charging stations, then why would you need to have this battery on a trailer and tow it around? Like,
If the infrastructure is built, then yeah, why would you have to? Not for
Yeah.
sure.
I don't know. So you can, I mean, you go on long trips and stuff.
That too.
But eventually they're going to have these electric cars that can run like maybe 500 miles at a time. I mean, eventually
well, they
they're
already
going to.
have that.
Which one? Oh, they got cars that can go that far?
Yeah.
What's that like? There's like a luxury brand.
So the Lucid Air can go. I think they have one that'll go like 800 miles or something like that.
Oh hell yeah!
What's the name of that truck? There's a truck company that.
Right, yeah.
Rivian?
Yeah, that sounds right. Rivian. There's
The
the
Rivian.
Rivian, and then there's the sex toy Rivian or Sibian.
The Sibian?
I keep confusing them.
Oh, yeah, the Rivians are pretty cool and shit.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of. My favorite one are the Mustangs, the SUV Mustangs.
That are EVs,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're EVs. They're my favorite.
all-wheel drive, and all that shit.
Well,
Yeah.
you can get it rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive.
Okay.
What's the difference? I'm hella ignorant. I never took
Okay.
How many wheels does a car have? 4. Okay. How many wheels does it have in the front?
2.
How many wheels does it have in the back?
2.
Okay. So if it's rear-wheel drive, that means
It's the rear.
yeah, only the 2 wheels in the rear drive the car.
Oh, okay.
So the front ones only steer. If it's all-wheel drive, what does that mean? That means every wheel in the car, all 4 of them,
Mm-hmm.
are powered.
I think we should put the motor in the back.
Well,
Yeah, a lot
yeah,
of them-
supercars do that, right?
Well,
Yeah.
pretty much all electric cars that are rear-wheel drive have the motor in the back.
Oh, they got the motor in the back and
Yeah,
stuff?
so like if you have an all-wheel drive electric car, it has a motor in the front and one in the back. Whoa. That's all right.
Are you breaking the mic stand? What's up?
I'm amateur hour.
What's up with that? Paul's going to start charging us and shit.
Well, they have one in the front and in the back. Some of them have 2 motors in the back and one in the front, or sometimes, they'll I think the Corvette E-Ray Hybrid has. I think I could be wrong on this. I have to look it up, but I think it has 2 front motors, and then it has the gasoline engine powering the back. Yeah, look it up. Let's see.
What car is that?
The Corvette E-Ray.
What happens if you're on the highway and you run out? Can you call AAA? Will they come in and charge you up or?
E-Ray. Yeah. I don't know. They probably just tow you to a charging station.
Oh yeah. I ran out of gas on the freeway a couple of times
Yeah.
because somehow, I don't know what happened to my car, but the gas, the thing that would tell you how much gas you got, broke.
Oh.
So I didn't know how much gas I
Okay,
had.
you're just guessing it. Holy shit.
So a couple of times I'm like, fuck, I had to manually check it. I don't know how it happened. Crazy shit's happened in my cars. I don't know.
And you never thought, because you can get that fixed, right?
I would have got it fixed, but it was I decided just to wing it and stuff.
Okay.
Just to wing it.
All right.
Yeah, I remember I was trying to talk you into driving your car to Vegas.
Yeah.
See if we could how long it would take us going through charging station after charging station.
I think we would have had to charge 9 times.
I know, and if you did that in the summer, that would have been a fucking nightmare and stuff.
Yeah. Well, unless all the charging stations are like that one that we found here.
Oh yeah, that big one
The
near.
lounge and everything.
Yeah, the one near where the brainwash used to be and stuff.
Yeah.
Are they doing the brainwash again, or was that just a one-time thing?
I don't know. I think you know more about that.
Did you go to the brainwash? Did you go to the? Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be every week, but I guess it's not. And so I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even. I don't know any open mics. I don't go to open mics anymore. I don't know where they're at. I'm never in the city. I don't drive. I take BART.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I like Kells. I like North Beach. But San Francisco's changed so damn much, you know. Did you realize we got the federal building next door?
The federal building?
Yeah, the building next door to us is the federal building.
Oh.
That's like, and then the courthouse is right in front. But that's like a national courthouse. That's not like one for the city. The city has another courthouse on the other side of the town, but yeah, the federal building is right next door. But they told the employees not to come in. They're like, don't come into work. It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. It's true.
Shit.
It's too fucking dangerous. It's called the Nancy Pelosi Federal Building.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the same type of building they bombed in Oklahoma City.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. Okay.
but yeah, it's a federal building. It's crazy. It's weird. Do you know who the Oddfellows are? The Oddfellows. The Oddfellows are like a Mason type. They're a smaller Mason type version. It's almost like a fraternity for people who leave college. I'm not even sure, but yeah, this building it's like an Oddfellows building. The Oddfellows have been around for hundreds of years too. They're like
Sounds like some kind of like Grateful Dead kind of thing.
no,
It's like a networking opportunity.
I think there's a room upstairs. It's like a church room where they do kind of service things,
Oh, okay.
you know. But there's a couple. There's like somebody told me there's like a ballet school upstairs, and there's like
Oh, here.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody told me there was like a modeling school here too or something.
I believe it.
But-
There's lots of things happening. One of the world's, or one of California's oldest elevators too.
Oh.
The old school one.
Oh yeah, the elevator and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Historical.
Yeah, I don't know any other place that has like people that work elevators, you know, just like this place and stuff. One time I was in there with a couple of ballet dancers. I was going to try and ask them to be on my podcast.
That'd be great.
There was like there were like women, and one of them had like a bag of groceries, and the other two are looking at her like, you actually eat food. You're a ballet dancer. You're not supposed to eat food, damn it. How you supposed to be 80 fucking pounds and shit, you know? Because those women are like tiny and shit, skinny and tiny.
Yeah.
But
Skinny and tiny.
yeah, I think it's like a famous ballet school or something. Huh? I'm not even sure. But the other weird thing, you know where the old mint used to be near where the Chronicle building is right across. There's like a mansion.
I know the Mint on like Market, like the green building. That one.
Yeah, I guess they do pickleball there now or something.
Oh, okay.
There's like pickleball courts inside.
I've seen people with fucking like cricket bats and shit running around. All kinds of sports around here.
Oh yeah, it's pretty. What does that say? We got an hour left.
Yeah. Gotta be slick.
So here we are. It's Memorial Day. You know, when I was in high school, I never thought I would have friends that would end up going to war.
Damn.
I had a couple of friends. I have one friend I have a couple of friends that went to Iraq. One of them is still in the army. He spent his whole life in the army and stuff, you know. But yeah, it's like Memorial Day, but it's crazy. Like I never really thought I never thought we would be involved in so many wars, you know. I mean, there's wars going on all the time now and stuff, you know. Do you have any friends that went into the military or?
There were some kids from my high school that went, and they served in You know, it was right after 9/11.
They tried to get me into the Marines. The Marines recruited me. I don't know why. I was at a gas station. The Marine popped up. He's like, yeah, you should be in the Marines. I'm like,
Recently?
No, this was when I was in high school. Nobody's going to look at me and think I should be in the Marines now, dude.
I gotta get my quotas up. Fucking
I know.
get his name.
I know.
It's scary, the Marine recruiters, because I was even in the shelter and they had a lot of like posters like, hey, you're homeless?
You're homeless, go serve in the military.
I mean, it's options, you know, like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But like same thing, like in high school too, they go to like the not the academic classes, and they're just like, come on, you're not going to college. Like, join the Marines.
I think it's mostly the athletes they go after, isn't there?
It's the stupid kids in my school.
The stupid kids, they went after.
Not that Marines I respect the troops. I got buddies that served.
It's hard. The Marines is hard. I mean, it's one thing that being. I mean, I think I had a friend that was in the, and he was in the Air Force, and he got kicked out for cocaine and stuff.
Dishonorably discharged.
He had a weird story. He said he had a seizure, and he ended up in the hospital, and they drug tested him in the hospital, and they booted him.
Oh, that's fucking. So he wasn't even like, he was still on his shit.
Yeah,
but they got him with the. That's.
I think he was in Japan too. I mean, he had been stationed in Japan, but yeah, he was there like 9 months and stuff. But he gets like free weed from the vets group, so
hell yeah,
he still benefits for 9 months. But he gets so much free weed. I'm thinking maybe I should join and get booted out for a day. Like, it's hard to get booted these days. It used to be easier. Like,
yeah, you're gonna be on the front fucking line.
Yeah.
They're like, here's a gun. You wanted to be in here?
yeah,
Right, clear them out.
before you could just say you were gay, they would throw you out. Like now,
Gay, flat feet, concave chest.
oh yeah.
Couple things.
I know I don't got flat feet. My feet they're hella.
You got arches.
I got arches, yeah, but
I got golden arches.
I got golden arches.
Yeah, we're
yeah.
gonna plug in McDonald's. McDonald's, give us money.
McDonald's is bad. Did you ever go to McDonald's? Or when was the last time you were in a McDonald's?
Last time I was in a McDonald's,
Damn, that long.
It's
man.
been that long.
it's been like 9 years, maybe.
9 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
So then, you saw the Super Size Me documentary, and that was like, nope, we're done. Because that's about nine. That's about 9 years ago, right?
Yeah, but before 9 years, it was probably like 15 years.
Damn.
That guy just died. The director of the Super Size Me.
Morgan Spurlock.
He died of cancer.
Recently.
He died of cancer. Turns out he was putting crack and smoking it on his Big Mac or something.
Yeah.
I didn't understand how he got so sick. I saw that documentary and I'm like,
Even the doctor said, he's like, wow, you have a fatty liver. It's almost like you're a chronic alcoholic. And he's just like, like he was putting it back like during that documentary. That's why his shit was so.
There's no alcohol in the Big Macs.
Exactly. The sodium, sure, you can make an argument, but like.
Yeah, I was kind of confused. I'm like, I know it's not the best thing for you, because when I went to Chile, I went to look for Mountain Dew. There was no Mountain Dew in Chile at all, right? And I Googled it, and it turns out Mountain Dew is banned in 100 countries. There's 100 countries that are like, there's some kind of like flavoring they put in the Mountain Dew that's so bad for you. 100 countries said, we're not gonna have this shit in here. In America, they're like, you need some of this shit. And I'm like, how the fuck are they just gonna let us drink this shit, And not even let us know it was bad, I kind of felt pissed off, like, I've been drinking this shit for years. No, I know it's not the best thing for you. It's not water. But I'm like, I didn't realize it was gonna kill you, you know what I mean?
I don't want to sound fucked up, but can you drink the water in Chile?
You can't drink the water in Chile. That's why everybody's drinking Coke. People drink Coke or
Snorting Coke.
Or yeah, that too. But yeah, that's why I was like, where's the Mountain? I was like, where's the Mountain Dew and stuff? But I still feel kind of pissed off that the government would not protect us. Why wouldn't the government step in and say, you can't sell this shit, 100 countries around the world are like, fuck Mountain Dew. America's like, you need some of this shit, All this, it's like, it sounds ridiculous.
Give it to your kids. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it sounds ridiculous, but it's like, to me, it was mind-boggling. Like, they would even let us drink this shit. You know what I mean?
Well, people don't care. It's a democracy. If they cared, then they would.
Well, they care enough.
Stop.
I mean, some of these countries are poor countries. They need money. They're like, we're not gonna fuck with this. We'll let you bring in crack and coke and fentanyl.
Their people got enough problems with all the crack and coke our CIA's giving them, so they're like, you know what, enough American influence.
Fuck the Mountain Dew.
We'll take the drugs, keep the Mountain Dew.
Fuck the Mountain Dew. We're not gonna let you fuck around with Mountain Dew. And there's a lot of shit that they put some bad chemicals in. The flavoring, there's some flavoring that's really bad for you.
Oh, I know for the dyes, it's like red dye 40, yellow dye 9, whatever.
Yeah.
Love potion number 9.
So it's almost like you after a while you get scared, and you go healthy because you're freaked out about it. But yeah, I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed. The next politician that's running for president that says we're gonna ban Mountain Dew, they got my vote because I'm like,
he actually cares about the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who else is going to vote for somebody who says they're going to get rid of Mountain Dew? Like nobody.
They'd be like, "Fuck you, it's my freedom."
I know.
Yeah. Or just think they're crazy.
I was a big Mountain Dew addict. There's a Taco Bell, KFC. I think it's way up on. If you go up on the Excelsior and the Mission, and they had 3 different Mountain Dew types on tap. That was my spot.
That
was
on tap.
On tap. I was like
CO2.
3 of them.
Mountain Dew on tap.
On tap. I was addicted,
Does May's Oyster House have Mountain Dew on tap?
I don't think so. I don't think any other fast food places. I think Taco Bell might be the only one that serves Mountain Dew.
Oh.
I don't know. It's because the thing about it, these fast food restaurants, we really don't realize the history of them, Like, I think Pepsi ended up buying Burger King.
It's Yum Corp. So they own, so anything Pepsi will own Pizza Hut, Burger King, KFC, Taco Bell, and then the flip of it is like whatever Coca-Cola has, and they own like McDonald's and their affiliates and shit like that. So that's why you'll see like you can't, Coke and Pepsi, whatever.
Right.
I've seen some not shitty restaurants, I shouldn't say that, but a lot of restaurants they'll have Coke and Pepsi, like some kind of hole in the wall cantina or something.
Is that true? Is there even a difference between Coke and Pepsi though? I mean,
I'm sure some chemical.
Yeah.
We should do that. We should do a taste test live on the podcast.
Oh yeah. We did. My sister got all excited about New Coke when they re-released New Coke.
Oh yeah, back in the 80s.
Well, no, like
that's
just
like
a few
Bill
years
Cosby
ago.
thing, right? Oh, they brought it back. They brought back New Coke.
Yeah, for a limited time. And so she went and she got every kind of Coke, and then we had a taste test. There's like cherry Coke, I think they had the Mexican Coke, New Coke, Diet Coke.
What do they call
Coke
it with
Zero?
With beer, they call it a flight. You have like a flight, like the little sample things.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's what we did.
Hell yeah. Flight of Coke.
The thing, Coke Zero, I don't get. I mean,
because there's Coke Zero, and then there's like the sugar-free Coke also.
But
or there's 2 that are like really similar.
Mm-hmm. But if you're trying to get something without sugar, get something else.
Get some fucking water.
Don't get like Coke Zero. Like people who drink Coke Zero, like I mean, if you're trying to get away from that shit, just get away from it. You know what I mean?
I'm not smoking crack. I'm snorting Coke now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
they need to do Coke 100. It's like.
It's just dry sugar porn.
There used to be Joe.
I'm sorry, that reminds me. I used to work at a coffee shop, and this one guy came in. He would buy the smallest size, so like the extra small coffee decaf, 13 Splenda. So I'm cracking each pack in. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna dissolve, and he's like, that's all right. I like to nibble on it. Drinking his coffee al dente, this fucking just a ball of sugar, like it was like a third of sugar at the fucking bottom of this cup, and that's after mixing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a larger man,
Yeah.
but
Fatty liver.
Why even?
oh, I'm
Decaf?
drinking decaf and I'm drinking Splenda. It's not real sugar.
Was it a Starbucks or was it a?
It's not, like a Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh yeah.
I don't see that shit out here. Is that a regional thing?
No, actually, there is a Dunkin' Donuts near where I live in Walnut Creek.
Okay.
There's a couple of them, but no, Dunkin' Donuts are mostly like in the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of them. I saw a bunch of them in Vegas and stuff. But
Ooh, so in L.A.
yeah, there's some in L.A. People tell me Dunkin' Donuts has got the best coffee, but
I don't know about that.
they got the best coffee, but does anybody actually just drink coffee? Everybody who drinks coffee's got milk or sugar or some other kind of shit in there, you know.
I used to drink black when I thought I was being cool, but
I like it black. I drink it black.
you can appreciate nice.
Yeah, I like to take like a sip, and then like I like shoot it like through my teeth and stuff, and then like make that little sound. It's not like that. Like there's actually like a liquid.
I know what you're talking about,
flavor,
but like
because
just
it's kind of
hearing it-
bitter, so you're just like that. I feel like I drink wine the same way.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what the picture, like some kind of, you swish it around and spit it out.
Well, I don't spit it out.
Yeah.
I do swallow it, but first I do that, and I'll just take like little sips at a time. Like I don't chug.
Yeah, and I'm like, I drink instant, and I just like 4 scoops, fucking shoot it in my veins if I have to.
My dad has one of those Kroger machines, the Krugs.
The pods?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
not the pods, but it's all electric. Like you just
Like you grinds the beans and shit? too?
yeah, it does all by itself.
That's
And I was using it, and then I think I was afraid I was gonna break it, and I was gonna get yelled at by my stepmom and stuff. Because my dad's at the time of his life where he doesn't really decide many things. My stepmom decides things.
Oh.
So I'm afraid of my stepmom now. I used to be afraid of my dad, but now I'm afraid of my stepmom.
You're afraid of anyone who makes decisions?
Yeah, no, but it's like, yeah, it's, it's different. Like, I don't know. I mean, your parents aren't divorced. You never had a step parent. So, I mean, my stepmom is great. I don't see her that much, but yeah, it's different. Like, when you're in her house, and you used to, before it was like you were at your dad's house. Everything was chill, but now it's like things change. And I thought I was going to break that. My dad has an electric chair or something that I really liked. And I'm like, at one point I thought, what if I break this thing, dude? How much is this thing, dude? Like,
Well, what, they use that to punish you or what?
no. It's like an easy chair, but it's electric.
Oh, okay.
It's not like
like a little, like you press the button to lean back and stuff?
yeah, it's one of those chairs.
So I think electric chair, I think I'm just getting tortured.
Oh, no,
I was
I
like,
wish.
you just
That
get
would be
strapped in
pretty fun.
and
I'd be scared of your
put
dad
the
too, shit.
thing on your
Hey, didn't
The
you?
sponge on your
right, yeah.
Don't you do like a shock comedy show? Do they really shock you though? Or
I've never done that, and I'm never gonna do it.
But
It's
no,
John
Like, someone,
Garza.
like the
No,
judges
but-
have like a remote collar.
yeah, but
Yeah.
do they really shock people? I never really.
I think
heard
they
of that.
do. Yeah,
That's
He-
fucking funny.
I think he said it doesn't happen that often, but it.
They do
know,
I'm
shock
sure it's
people.
not like the highest voltage, like just
Right.
enough to make you get
Yeah.
a good reaction for the audience.
Right.
That's fucking funny.
I was trying to start a comedian slap league where comedians just slap the shit out of each other. Before I did like on April Fool's Day, I advertised it. I have this show. I have a comedian slap league comedy show. We're gonna tell jokes and slap the shit out of each other.
So just gonna keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
Yeah. No, have you seen the slap league? They like the UFC people have like a slap league where they just the whole thing is they just slap each other.
So you can't punch them; you can only slap them.
Yeah, and some people slap them so hard that like they
Oh, you knocked the fuck out.
yeah they like fly across the room.
They
and
stand you
shit.
up in this like proper board thing. Have you seen this, Steven? It's like a proper sport now, and it's like
Oh,
just
yeah.
big mountains of man, just like the force, because your arm's fully coming in on it too.
Yeah, it's
Look at that
crazy.
fucking face.
Oh my god!
It's brutal. You're getting concussions from that shit. It's,
You get a concussion from getting slapped around.
It's bro. Yeah, the amount of force and like the angle of your arm full tilt like coming in. It's crazy the sport too, because they wind it up. So they're like, you just see the guy sitting there with his face touching him, 1, 2, and then It's a brutal fucking sport.
Oh, you have to just stand there?
You got to stand there, yeah, because it's shot for shot. So you get one, he gets one, and then whoever
Oh,
knocks the fuck out.
Yeah.
And it's funny, they'll get people off the street. So you get like skinny fucking kids like that, and then just some bear man that just fucking it's a brutal sport. It's like bar sports, like darts and shit.
I can't imagine, but it's like a whole thing now and stuff. Like,
Fucking concussions, man.
that's crazy.
The friction and shit.
Look
These are
at
all
that.
great photos.
That guy looks like he's getting slapped around. I mean, he's getting punched out and
The guy's
shit.
permanently disfigured.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, but he's got a shiny new belt.
There's one. It was like literally like some guy off the fucking street, and he was like 2 feet shorter than the guy, and he just like, you see him do his slap, doesn't really affect the guy. It's like all right, and then you see the guy lined up for this the smaller dude, and his fucking palm's the size of his head. It's like he's not coming back. Like, he knocked the fuck out.
That is crazy.
That's like slap boxing or some shit like that.
Wow.
So how is the Sacramento comedy scene going?
I don't know. It's going. People are doing shows.
Okay.
Do you look forward to this summer? You like the hot summer weather?
No. Not really.
You got your AC running all the time now? Or?
Not yet. But probably soon.
And there's no pool where you live, is there?
I don't have a pool.
You gotta put in a pool in the backyard and stuff. Did you clean up your backyard or?
No.
Oh yeah.
It's a mess. The cats like it though.
But it's dangerous.
How many cats you got?
2.
Oh, nice.
It's dangerous for your cats to be out there.
Is it?
Not really.
Coyotes out there, Zach?
Oh, well, yeah, there's some. I haven't seen one near my house though.
Oh yeah. Where my dad lives in San Marcos in San Diego, there's coyotes.
Even fucking around here, I'm around Japantown, and
yeah.
there's this like big fucking like Mexican dude smoking a cigarette, and I'm walking by him at like midnight. He's just like, "Watch out, man!" And I'm like, "What? And he's like, "That park over there's coyotes." I'm like, "You're fucking with me." He's like, "I wouldn't lie to you." Like I'm just all fucking paranoid now, like just fucking looking for these fucking big ass dogs. There's that big park right near Geary.
Yeah, no, I saw one come down Washington Street by Punchline.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
That's
Hell yeah. I bet the coyotes are pretty funny though. I mean, they should give them a shot at the open mic.
Okay, wait, because I know you're a little Spanish, so what kind of coyotes are we talking about? The border hopping kind? That's what I mean. I'll get them on stage. I'm sure they got some life experience.
Those are called coyotes too, aren't they? The ones that help you get through the border.
That's what I'm saying. What kind of coyotes are we talking about?
Yeah.
Not me. I flew here. I came to America on a plane. I arrived on a plane and shit. A nice, shiny 747 Pan Am.
Pan Am.
Am.
Holy shit. That's...
I'm 52. I mean, I'm old. Yeah, we used to come in on Pan. I don't know how Pan Am went out of business. They were like the biggest airline at one point.
They were too good, man.
Yeah. A lot of airlines have come and gone, or, you know. I think Spirit and Frontier were trying to join up, and the government said, hell no. You both suck.
All the monopoly kind of shit.
Yeah, you both suck. You both suck separately.
Well, it's crazy too to think, one time, like, there weren't any airlines.
No.
He's like 1910s.
Like
how far are we going back?
100 years ago,
like just like the thought of it, or like what are you trying to say?
Yeah, like none of them were in business at all.
no.
It was the rails. The rails were the big dogs.
The rails, yeah.
Yeah.
The rail.
Pacific.
I'm sure the rail people are like, these planes will never take off. People will always ride the rails.
Why don't they have a flying train? They just put like wings on like every car, and then it just like
They got flying cars.
India did that actually.
Did they?
But the problem is, so like you know how. I'm not too much of a car guy, but so when you have your spoiler on a car, it creates drag, right? It brings you down. So India made, they made a train with like the same kind of concept that it had drag, but it had like wings on it, and it would like derail instantly.
Well, yeah, like it would derail because you would take off and you'd fly, and then you'd come in and land on tracks.
Okay.
You'd have to be a lot more precise in your landing, but you could have like a funnel.
So it's like a longer plane
Yeah, it's like a really long plane.
Why did I feel like the I see what you're saying.
It's like the Hogwarts. Didn't Hogwarts have a flying train? Or?
I feel like that's a lot more complicated to land onto tracks instead of like a big tarmac.
Well, that's why you would have a funnel. you land in the funnel, and then it would get you onto the tracks.
It crashes and blows up as it.
We
gotta make planes out of the stuff they make the black box out of, and just fucking launch them like a cannon wherever they land. That's
yeah.
Get cannonball. Why don't we travel by cannon anymore? That's all I saw in like the 40s. People are launching themselves out of cannons and shit.
Like Evel Knievel and shit. Yeah.
I'd fly by cannon.
Well, I think you'd have a lot more whistleblowers.
That's true.
As they're flying.
These cannons aren't safe.
That's true.
Just last week, a man flew through my back window. How many more? I don't know.
Cars aren't. There's nothing safe. The scooters.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck flying trains. Fuck flying cars. Because the roads are bad enough for the drunk driver. Can you imagine a drunk driver crashing in your 3-story fucking bedroom window?
Right. Yeah. I was on a plane when I came back from Chile on Delta. The pilot was like, my mother-in-law's on the plane. The best mother-in-law ever. He started kissing his mother-in-law's ass. Like, she's a great person and she's flying on my plane. I was like, oh, yeah. Everybody.
I didn't lie to her daughter when I said I was a pilot.
I guess not. I don't know.
She doesn't believe I'm a pilot, so I have to call her out right now.
Yeah, I flew Delta, and all the stewardess were like older than me and shit. And one of them kept giving me coffee. And I thought at one point she was going to start lecturing me like, you know, you can't speak. You can't sleep with the coffee. You know, she was going to start telling me what. She was like judging me. I'm like, don't judge me. I'm not fucking playing. Just give me coffee, goddammit. You know?
It's not like you're asking for booze and shit. Like, they can, you know.
Yeah, if I was asking for booze, it would be different and shit. But, you know, it was weird. Like, yeah, it was. In fact, I got into the airport and I went to the customs and I bought a bottle of water. And before we got on the plane, they searched us. And they took my bottle of water and my Axe body spray. They're like, this thing could blow up. The Axe body spray. They took it from me. I'm like, I'm going to smell bad and I have water. Fuck you people, man. How am I supposed to get laid without Axe body spray on a plane and shit?
Supposed to join that Mile High Club now.
I know.
With those elderly stewardesses.
Yeah, the woman next to me, like 8 hours, didn't even go to the bathroom. I thought that was kind of weird, you know, because I'm all paranoid. I'm like, I'm going to have to get up and get up and get up. But she never even went to the bathroom once. I'm like...
Probably you're still thinking about her getting up.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm going to have to get up and get out of the way. And it was like a full plane and shit. It made me nervous and stuff. And then at one point, I was getting restless. I just want to get off the fucking plane. I was like, I just got to get off this stupid fucking plane. 8 hours. What's the longest you ever flew? You went to Japan, didn't you?
Yeah, that was like 11, I think.
11 hours?
Damn.
Yeah.
Jet lag too when you get there?
Yeah.
I don't think you notice it at first because you're all excited.
Yeah.
I had never... I don't know. I wouldn't know how to describe jet lag. I'd probably have to fly and get jet lag like 10 times or something before I'm like, okay, that's jet lag.
Kind of like what Chris is saying. Like you're just so excited to be there that you're not even really thinking about it.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I definitely felt tired.
Of course.
And it was hard to walk because I've been sitting for so long. But
Where'd you go in Japan?
To
Put you on the spot.
yeah. Well, I know we spent some time in Kyoto, and we went to Yokohama for like 10 minutes or something.
Nagasaki.
And I don't think we went to Nagasaki.
What's the other place they put the bomb? Hiroshima.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't go there either. We just went all the places that my mom likes to go.
Your mom goes a lot.
She
to
goes
Japan.
often?
She used to, yeah. She hasn't been since the pandemic. But this was back in 2018, so.
Your mom speaks Japanese? Or?
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's pretty
That's
cool.
killer, man.
yeah,
That's a hard fucking language.
yeah. She's been learning it for a while. She basically like turned into a Japanese person in a lot of ways. Like she has this whole side to her that's like Japanese.
Does she have like the colloquialisms, like where they like for greetings they'd be like "Hi," like that kind of stuff?
Uh-huh.
The little things. I'm trying to think because like I have a sister that she goes back and forth and there's little. They change.
she'll-
They
she'll
change.
do all that
They'll
stuff.
change it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, she bows all the time, and
I like bowing though. Even I do a little head bow. I feel like that we need to bring that over here.
yeah, I do it. And you know, she's got a bunch of kimonos and did like tea ceremonies and stuff.
I want to hang out with your
And,
mom.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. You know? Yeah.
That's funny.
You know, for Mother's Day, she asked us to, you know, just doesn't ask for much for herself. You know, she says, aside from going to Japan.
I got
That's okay. Yeah, that's.
I got my mom some
Fucking hell, that's an
chocolates at Walgreens, but I went to the Walgreens on Market and Fifth, but they had all the big boxes of chocolates locked up. So I just bought a small box because I didn't want to have to get anybody to unlock my box.
You gotta press the button. You gotta flag them down. They gotta get the keys. And then you
Yeah.
gotta pay for the box. You can't just run away with it anymore.
And it's hurting the economy because, you know, I mean, of course I want to, Mother's Day is once a year. I just want to get like a 50-pound box of chocolate from my mom, you know what I mean? Not like a $5 box of chocolate. I buy my mom chocolate for Christmas, for her birthday.
Chocoholic.
My mom's a chocoholic. She used to send me as a kid to buy chocolates. And years later, I realized, like, I wish she would send me for some other shit, you know, get me some liquor and some cigarettes, something fun, you know. Mom sends you out.
You could do that back then, right? You could send your kids to go buy cigarettes and shit for you, right?
Yeah,
that was a thing.
Back in those days, yeah, they didn't care. I mean, if you knew the liquor store owner,
Oh, that too, yeah.
yeah, the local liquor store owner, you know, they used to have like cigarette machines in bars. They made those illegal and shit. The last time I saw a cigarette machine was, I think it was an Indian casino
Hell yeah.
somewhere.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, and I hear but it's crazy. Like, I didn't want to like have somebody like, you know, I hate that shit. I avoid all these stores that have everything locked up, like the Target. I avoid these stores. Like, I'd rather go shopping like in Walnut Creek where nothing's locked up. You know.
Where like, you know, I get it. Like, I don't need my customer service people to be bending the knee and be like, "Thank you, sir, for buying us." But like, yeah, let me trust me to buy my shit.
Next thing you know, they're gonna want tips. I want a tip.
I've seen that at fucking this one liquor store. They had a tip option. So I walk in, I pick up my shit up, go to the counter, pay for it, and then there's a tip thing. And I'm like, what did the guy do? Like, you put it on the shelf? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I went to an A's game last year and I bought a hot dog and a drink.
Yeah.
The next thing I know is like, hey, do you want to tip us? And I felt weird, you know, because
That's how they get you. Yeah, they make
because it's like, and the weird thing is, you know, I need glasses. I can't see the little lettering, especially like the little computer screens they got. They're like tiny for the credit cards. So I don't know what the fuck it says. I'm just staring at the woman, and the woman's like, "What, you don't want to tip me?" And I'm like, I can't, you know. Of course I'm not gonna tip you.
That's the thing too. It's like, don't make me feel bad because now I almost don't want to out of spite.
Yeah, you can't even bring in cash to these games now. Like,
Really? Cashless.
yeah, there's no. It's all cashless.
Cash is king. That sounds like against like
They got
an amendment.
It's all
or
cashless.
something.
Yeah, it's all cashless. There's a lot of places that are just straight up cashless these days. They don't deal with cash at all.
You know, I said it before. I'll say it again. Fuck the A's.
I thank God they're moving. You know, I know a lot of people that are all. Well, actually, they're not really moving. They're going to Sacramento. I mean, are you excited about the A's moving to Sacramento?
I don't know. I never really.
You got your season tickets, or
No.
you never played Little League, did you? Were you like a Little League guy, or
No.
did you play sports when you were a kid, or
No.
because you like you
Do you have a childhood at all?
didn't have like an
Well-
older brother to play with and shit? Yeah, Your sister wasn't into sports, or
No.
your parents?
Great conversation, guys.
Yeah, the best way to describe it, they're like non-pothead hippies. You know, they're hippies, but they don't deal with pot and shit. You know, but yeah, I used to play Little League. I was really bad. I was really bad at Little League baseball and shit.
They threw you in center field. It's like,
Yeah,
go dick around.
Yeah, I don't even think I got a hit my last season. I think I was in junior high. I tried to steal a base. I walked, and I tried to steal a. You know, this is how bad I was. Like, I think I was like 13, maybe. I don't know what I was still trying to play baseball at 13. I was terrible. But they taught us the signs. You know what signs are?
For the pitcher?
Signals.
Yeah, when you're batting, there's somebody out there telling you swing or don't swing. Or
Right, yeah.
I didn't even bother learning the signs, you know, because I'm like, I'm not gonna hit. I don't give a fuck. So I think they were giving me a hit and run, and I walked and shit, but it was weird. Yeah, like my dad gave me a box. I had a bunch of my old coins and my watches, a bunch of shit I used to have as a kid, and there was like a wedding ring in there.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't figure out where the hell the wedding ring came from, like because my parents are divorced. I don't think my mom would put her wedding ring in here. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is, my stepmom started looking at the wedding ring to see if there was writing in it. I didn't even realize people wrote in the wedding rings. Like they put little writing inside.
Oh, yeah, the engravings.
The engraving, like
Yeah.
I like why the
Gotta
hell
get
do
the
I have a
engravings.
wedding ring in here? Like I mean, well, that is, and this is when I was a kid. Like, this is stuff that I had, you know, I think a couple of baseball pins, and I had like a Squaw Valley pin because we used to go to Squaw Valley. Squaw Valley's not around anymore. They changed their name because they got canceled.
Well, squaw is like.
Yeah.
I think he mentions this on every show.
Squaw, yeah, squaw is like a.
Oh no, I know. Oh no, you're right. I know because I see every
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
But I like the name Squaw Valley.
Squaw's. I would like to have like a squaw girlfriend. That sounds
Yeah.
cute. Here's my little squaw. Like, that's an endearing term. I don't know.
She's Native American. She skis. She's hot. I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, I bet it was an ugly Native American woman. Like, we can't have squaws. You know, like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. You know. I think they're called Heavenly something now. I don't know what they're called.
I don't know.
I haven't been skiing in years because I fucked up my knee. I fucked up my knee in Bear Valley. I was skiing up in Bear Valley years ago.
Did you land on a bear?
I wish. For some reason, I thought my bindings were too tight, so I kept making them tighter. And then my ski didn't come off and just flipped my leg. And I had to be taken down on some kind of boat thingy.
They had to drag you down on the little
They
sled.
dragged me down. And the
That's
funny
toboggan.
thing, they took me by the bar, some outdoor bar, and everybody's saluting me like it was my
Like a legend, yeah.
everybody's saluting me. I'm like, I just bit it. You know, people are saluting me, and I was like, this is my Olympic moment. You know,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
my one moment in time.
That's your cool runnings where it's like you didn't make it, but we're still saluting you.
We're saluting you, yeah. Yeah, the weird thing is we were up there with we had a Chilean family with us who were friends of ours. And one guy told me that I was just out of control because I couldn't ski, but I like going fast. So I would go down the kiddie routes, the easy
You're
routes.
fucking bombing them.
I'll just go down, but, you know. And the guy's like, you're out of control. And he was right. Never been back. Never skied again and shit.
Kicked off the mountain.
Kicked off the mountain. You're like pretty close to the ski areas. You don't ski at all, or
No.
you're like maybe 2 hours away from Lake Tahoe, or
Yeah. It was about 2 hours.
hell yeah.
I like going up there.
Was there snow where you live?
No. Where I
you
grew
guys-
up, there was.
Did you guys do anything fun? You know, what did you guys do for fun?
I would play outside.
Did your family have electricity back in those days, or
Yeah.
was there like, when did they bring in electricity during your high school year? Like,
No, we had it the whole time.
Do you have running water
Yeah.
Well, that came in the 70s.
in the 70s?
Well, I was born in '82, so I don't know. We just had running water.
We had a black and white TV when I was a kid. I'm old, so I don't know if you guys even know what a black and white TV is.
I have no idea
I know what
to
it is.
comprehend what that is. I have no
Black and white, is that racist? No, it
Is
has.
that back when you had to screw in the fucking cable box thing?
Yeah, I tell people I had a black and white TV. That's because you're fucking racist. No, it had nothing to do with being racist. It was just there was no color in the TV. It has nothing to do with being racist. We didn't like color. It's not that we didn't want to see color. It's just it just happened. Our TV.
It's an economic situation.
Yeah, you're fucking racist. You don't want to see color. No, it's not. It had nothing to do with the color. It had nothing to do with the fucking color. And these days, if you put a black and white picture somewhere, people think, "Oh my God, they must have died." Like nobody died. It's just a black and white picture. Oh my God, they died. No, nobody fucking died. Shit.
I know this time you don't have because normally I come in through Zoom, so you have the picture of my grandpa in the background,
Oh yeah.
black and white.
Hell yeah. That is crazy and stuff.
It's crazy. Even talking to because I'm in the dating scene and I'm 25 and I date a little younger, so 20, 18, 19, whatever. And they
You hang out in colleges still.
Exactly. Yeah, I creep around colleges.
SF State.
High school.
You go to SF
I'm
State.
lurking around.
SF State.
But it's funny because you bring up when I was born or whatever, and it's you're born in 19 something. It's
yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
generation.
It happened to all of us after a while, man. We were all young at one point. We were all in college.
We're all creeping around colleges. We weren't going there. Just
When I was in high school, there was no Facebook. There's no internet, I didn't. When I graduated, I thought I never wanted to see these people again. I didn't realize there's gonna be a Facebook, and then they're gonna find me and then
how could you have predicted that? Exactly.
beg me to go to class reunions. I've never been to any class reunions because the last one they had, I think it was on Los Gatos, and they wanted us to buy a $200 ticket. And they're like, if you can't afford the $200 ticket, just let us know. And somebody will donate a ticket for you. Yeah, I'm really going to do that shit. I'm going to ask a bunch of people I went to high school. I can't afford the $200 ticket. But you really don't want to be there anyway because the people who go to these things are you got
to go there to flex. You got to have some real good shit to brag about.
Yeah. I thought I was going to show up rich in the Ferrari one day.
Hell yeah. Even if you're just renting it, just to rent.
Look at me.
Coming in a Ferrari.
I went to my 20-year one, and it was actually kind of fun. I mean, it ended up being a 21-year reunion because of the pandemic.
Oh, the
and stuff.
COVID, yeah.
Close enough, whatever.
Right. But it was still fun just because, I don't know, this one woman, got, totally shit-faced and, came up to me and started telling me all these rumors about everyone else.
Oh, hell yeah, okay. The tea. Spilling the tea.
So I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. I was like, oh, yeah. They've been...
Damn, they did that.
Right.
That kind of shit.
Yeah.
Can you say some stuff without naming names if you remember?
I don't want to do that. They
How
probably
big was
already.
your-
It's
They can
already
check
too
that.
much.
How
yeah.
many people were in your high? You went to a small high school, didn't you? Was there 50 people or 100 people? Or?
The whole high school was probably 800.
Oh, that's not too small.
Yeah. So I think maybe there were...
40, 50 graduating class, something like that.
No, I think it was more than that. For some reason, I want to say 200. Is it?
That could be, yeah.
Yeah. I think that was right.
The reason our unions are so expensive because they would hire. I think they had Sir Mix-a-Lot. They got the rapper.
That's fucking cool.
And wow. I think one year they had the Humpty Dance guy. Well,
What's that? I don't know what that is. I know Sir Mix-a-Lot. I don't know what that is.
The Humpty Dance was some group
Digital Underground.
Digital
right?
Underground. Tupac, his first
came
group
out of
with
that.
Tupac was in there. Yeah.
Oh shit.
They're like a Barrier legend. They got plastic noses and shit. The Humpty Dance.
Well, he's got the Groucho Marx nose with
the Humpty Dance
glasses
guy.
on.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
It sounded cool for a second, and now I don't know what it sounds like anymore.
But I'm
Talk about
like,
Groucho Marx and shit.
Well, that was the thing. You could buy the Groucho Marx.
Like the funny nose and glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
welcome to class of 91, 30 years, and
Oh, I see. I see what they're doing.
we're all gonna be dancing to Sir Mix-a-Lot's. What's that song called? Big Butts or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. I like. I forget the name. It's
That's
one of those
what-
songs where it's like the chorus is more famous than the name
That's
of the
what
song.
my dream was. Like, yeah.
That's
when
fucking
you're-
hardcore. That diamond-studded nose.
My high school reunion, we're all gonna be dancing to the Big Butt song.
Hell yeah! No, that's yo, Sir Mix. That's fucking sick. That actually
It is, but it's like fuck. After a while, it's like I don't know.
So is Humpty Dance? Is that his name or is that? The
No, that's the name of their most famous song, the Humpty Dance.
And he's from the Bay. He's a comedian or like?
No, he's
like
a rapper.
Comic rapper. Like, I'm trying to quantify this because I just saw some crazy shit looking his
it's
name up.
funny, but it was not like comedy, like Weird Al.
Okay.
When they first
I think
came out,
it's kind of corny, but still like he's cool. He's getting laid and shit.
Yeah.
see, when rap was first started, it wasn't like gangster rap. There was a lot of
Grandmaster Flash is like.
there was a lot
reality.
of joke. They're kind of jokey joke, like. Yeah, you should like check out their stuff. Digital Underground is really good. They're really funny. They got funny songs and shit. Like it's not the same. Like now, rap is different. Like rap is
For sure, it's always been evolving, and whether or not that's a good thing, I think that's up for.
I think they try to
posterity.
get Hammer. I think Hammer was too much. They couldn't afford Hammer.
He needs the money. What the hell?
I know. I can't believe it. If Hammer was there, I would have shown up for Hammer. I'd be like, Hammer. But I should have gone. I didn't know that guy was going to die. So
MC Hammer died.
not Hammer, but the Digital Underground guy.
Oh,
He died. He died, yeah. He died.
Shock G, is that it?
Shock G.
Yeah.
Like the watch. Remember Shock G? Shock G was a watch brand.
Oh yeah.
There was a watch called
it-
Shock G.
Was that a Casio?
I think it was a Casio.
I might have
think
had one of those.
They still make them, I think. But,
Oh yeah, it's like vintage now. It's coming back.
Yeah, but
My dad was like obsessed with watches, and he had a bunch of Casios and got one for me for a while. And
oh yeah.
whatnot, yeah.
I want that old that vintage Casio with the calculator on it. That's like a.
Oh yeah, they used to ban those because back in the days,
I would cheat on tests and stuff.
yeah.
But now fucking teachers are like, okay, kids, bring out your phones to use the calculator. Like,
Yeah, and now don't they give them like laptops? What they do in school? Do they give you a laptop? Or?
yeah, laptops or netbooks. The netbooks are kind of like shittier laptops, but you can still.
Those are the Google ones, aren't they?
yeah, like the Chromebooks and shit. Same kind of thing.
Yeah, I hate I used to have a Chromebook, but Google,
That's what I'm saying. I like the netbooks because it's not the Chrome OS, so I can still run my little video
yeah?
games and shit on it. Just small stuff, nothing crazy, but
But yeah, because the Chromebook, basically Google just took over me. When I got the Chromebook, they just took over my life. Like everything was Google. And I didn't want to do. I got an Amazon tablet, and Amazon tablets kind of suck because for some reason Amazon doesn't let you get into all the apps. There's a lot of apps they won't let you sign up for.
that's
Which
fucking
is
bullshit because it's like a competitor.
Yeah,
with
it's kind of
Prime.
weird. Yeah, like I think Uber, they don't let you download Uber. There's a bunch of apps they don't fuck around with.
That feels
and
like some
shit.
sort of rights issue or something. Like, is that even legal to do that?
Well, yeah, I mean it's their system, and they run their system. We got an Amazon TV too, a Fire TV, and it's pretty cool because you can go on the internet on the TV itself. So, yeah. So if there's any like sporting event that I want to watch, that I can't watch, we got 15 minutes left. What does that say? I'm on.
Unemployed.
Oh, the plugs. Let's get on with the plugs.
Plugs.
What shows you got coming up?
Well, I've got the one tonight at what's the place called again?
The Abbey Tavern? Is it
Abbey Tavern, yeah,
Abbey
8 p.m. So come check that out, and then
I had a comedian friend years ago. I mean, this must have been about 8 years ago. He had a thing for some woman named Abby, and Yeah, I remember he saw the Abbey Tavern and he's like, "That's a good sign. I think she likes me." I'm like, "It's just a name, fool," you know. But
Was Abby somebody that came to a lot of shows?
she was a comedian, but she was kind of.
Okay.
She wasn't like the nicest person ever, you know.
Yeah, sometimes guys go for the mean.
Yeah, some
mean
guy,
girls.
men
They
like
want to
bad.
crack that egg. They want to break through.
They
Yeah.
like bad girls too. There's a lot of.
Well, but I think since the movie, the Mean Girls movie came out too, it's just become more of a thing.
That was a
Like,
net positive for mean bitches.
Yeah, like some guys
they're
that just
stopping.
like. That's
I
what
saw the
want.
new one. They came out with the new
Yeah.
Mean Girls.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
a musical or something.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
The first Mean Girls worked because you had all those SNL people. You had like the
Yeah, I
Like,
think
it
it
was
was the same writer, director. What's her name?
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey.
she
yeah,
directed
Tina-
Mean Girls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tina Fey
Yeah,
wrote and
and
directed
wrote
Mean
it,
Girls. Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't know. Damn, shows on my
Yeah.
dad.
And she was still in the new one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
She's
if
in.
I don't know if she directed it, but
I think she was a teacher. She's a teacher.
Well, yeah, she started it too. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she was a teacher.
That's
But
good
I
for her.
mean, yeah, you need Lindsay Lohan. You know. What was
She's
it?
like to play a high schooler. She should have been like the counselor at the school, and
She
then
should
you
have
have that
been
callback
there.
where it's like, I knew some Mean Girls growing up. You get the name of the movie in the movie.
Right.
Ooh, I should fucking direct Mean Girls.
I mean, do you think we'd even know about Mean Girls if it wasn't for Lindsay Lohan? Like,
Rachel McAdams was fucking hot.
yeah,
Yeah.
but Lindsay was she made that movie, you know.
Who would have played that role if
Lindsay,
Amanda Bynes?
Amanda Bynes.
Would she have been? They're about the same age, right? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Amanda Bynes. Yeah. Hilary Duff, maybe.
Hillary Duff.
She's
Yeah.
She's kind of
Right.
like a sweet girl, kind of.
I
Right.
didn't realize that Hilary Duff like made the song for what's that TV show? I forgot what show that was.
What show? Like, let's work. Okay.
Oh,
like
Laguna Beach or something. I think the song was it the OC? I think it was the OC. Wasn't the OC that?
Hillary Duff composed that.
Was it the OC or the Laguna Beach? I think it was Laguna Beach.
Got the internet.
The OC had that California.
Oh yeah, the California.
Here we come.
I like that song, man. I like the OC. I can't believe it. It was weird.
Yeah.
One day, because of all the streaming, I got to watch all the TV shows I missed out when I actually had a real life, like 15 years ago. I got to watch all the shows I wasn't watching. Because in those days, you had to be at home to watch that shit.
Yeah.
Now with DVR and stuff, you know. So you what other shows you got coming up? You got the Abbey Tavern with Andrew Holmgren, Ben Kalina, and Jesse Het. Ben Kalina doesn't appreciate my A's jokes.
Your age jokes?
My A's, Oakland. He's an Oakland A's fan.
The A's, yeah.
He was at Cal's and I was making fun of the A's movie and I'm like, nobody cares if the A's are moving. And he told me after the show, he's like, nothing funny about that shit. It's really depressing that the A's are moving. And I'm like, dude, get over it. You know, it's not a big deal. And I told him, you do know you can move. You can go with your team, you know. When the Raiders moved, people weren't upset because they're like, I hope the Raiders fans go with them, you know. And you can move to Vegas. Nobody's saying you can't follow your team to Vegas. This is not Russia, you know. We're not gonna lock you down and shit, you know.
Yeah. Well, you got to think for everything. You just like if the A's didn't exist, who would you be? You know, if
I'd
your
be a
favorite
Giant.
band didn't exist, who would you be?
I would have another favorite band. I don't
Right.
know. I'm an
It's
Angels
always like,
fan.
'cause, like my hometown, you know, it's Detroit Red Wings all the way. But I still had some friends who were fucking into the Maple Leaves, and it's like they're 4 hours north. Like, what? They're Canadian. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Is that the same kind of principle?
Well, I guess so. Yeah. Like,
Well, every sport has got a couple of teams that have like a worldwide following and shit. You know?
but if they didn't exist, then who would those people follow then?
They would follow somebody else. I guess.
Right.
So what other shows you got going? You got
I don't have any other shows until July. I have July 3rd. Actually, you know what? No, I did pick up something on June 28th.
What is it?
That's I'm like opening and middling or something for a band. I'm gonna like MC for them.
Well,
Doing some material in between their songs and stuff.
June is Pride Month, so.
So you're gonna suck a cock while you do it?
You want
No, I'm not
to
gonna-
get booked? You need to get a boyfriend or something.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Maybe that is it. But that's going to be at the Fox and Goose in Sacramento,
Oh yeah.
and then July 3rd I'll be at the Punchline in Sacramento for the best dress to kill, and then July 17th I'll be at the Punchline again for a showcase that Robert Berry is doing, and I don't know what else I have. That might be about it right now.
Robert Barry's pretty cool. He was
Yeah.
at Cal's a couple of months ago.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's weird that these people know me. I didn't realize they knew me that well.
Yeah.
I get introduced as a legend now. Like, this guy, he's a very legend. I'm like, call me a legend. I don't want to be called a legend. I'm broke. I'm a broke legend. So
Yeah. A lot of legends are broke, I think. I think that's fine.
I tell them, I'm like, calling me a legend is basically trying to tell me, don't come here. Just stay home. Just stay the fuck home. We don't want you here. You're a fucking legend.
Hey, don't want to see the legend. You want the young blood. Is that what you're getting at? You're the old dog on the porch.
And then when you bomb, you got called a legend. Then you're about to bomb, man. Is there anything worse to be called a legend? 2 minutes later, you're bombing.
We got a guy in Sacramento who calls himself a legend.
Oh yeah.
He posts porn on his Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Is he like legend? Is he worthy of the status? Do you think? Without shitting on somebody, but I think it's fair to say like, hey, maybe legend is a hefty title.
I
Not
don't
to
know.
stir the shit pot.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to weigh in on
That's
that.
fine.
I got Cal's every Friday in North Beach, 8 p.m. I think they're doing a show at the Mina Gallery too now. I don't know if I'm Mina Gallery material.
The Mina Gallery?
Yeah, and I got my podcast every Monday.
Right.
In 2 weeks, I got a show in a little town called Las Vegas.
Oh, nice.
I'm going back.
Back to Vegas.
I'm going
Little
back.
town you might have heard called.
It was bad. It's like 105 degrees. Like,
Yeah.
I've never been there when it's like 100 degrees. What the fuck are you supposed to do in 100-degree weather in Las Vegas? What are you?
Fucking Abu Dhabi, they got air conditioned streets. They figured out how to like air condition the outside because it's so fucking hot.
That's crazy.
Vegas doesn't do that because they want you in the casinos. They're like, we don't care how hot it is outside. There's no benches anywhere. Like,
Fucking hell.
there's no place to sit outside in Vegas.
No, like, because they call that like the third space. So it's like your home, your job, and then that place where you can commune.
Yeah.
There's no like little parks or shit like that.
No, I like the strip, the casino area, like in downtown where I usually stay at. My casino, the hotel I stay at called Binion's Apache, they actually advertise as being haunted. And
That's fun.
last time I was there, somebody stole my tablet and my
It's some real spooky shit.
and I went down to complain about it. And they're like, yeah, we got a ghost who steals tablets and cell phones and laptops. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's a fantastic cover.
And
It's a
I
fucking
said,
ghost.
well, I put it in the safe. Well, you do know ghosts can walk in safes, fool, right? That was a joke. Nobody stole my laptop, but that's one of my jokes.
I believe it. I believe
But
Vegas would do some shit like
They
that.
do advertise
They
as
have like
being
a fake
haunted.
back behind the safe and just stealing
Yeah.
all this real shit.
They do advertise as being haunted. They're like, this hotel's haunted because it was shut down for like 30 years. The Apache Binions. And it was run by the mafia. So I guess they had one room where they would kill people, right?
Yeah.
That's a haunted room. I don't even know if you're allowed to rent that room or how much it is, but yeah, they're haunted. But I realized the only thing haunting, I didn't know because I checked in early. I was supposed to check in at 4 and I checked in at 2, and I didn't realize they were charging me like $50 to check in early because I had a show at 6 p.m. I had to go to.
Want to get settled in.
Yeah, but I smoked a lot of weed, and they told me that they're gonna charge me $250 if I smoke weed. So, and but I never got my deposit. So I was like, my deposit was just $100. So I was like, the worst part about it is the day I was supposed to leave, and people really hate me for this shit because they're like, "Are you really complaining about this?" But yeah, the airport was grounded. It was so windy that planes weren't flying, so I had to stay an extra day in Vegas. And people are like, "Are you really complaining about having to stay an extra day in Vegas?" Hell yeah! Because then I had checked out, right? So I had to check in somewhere else, another deposit, another resort fee. I told them I just checked out. Couldn't I just check in? Why I gotta give you more money, So I went to another hotel. I'm like, if these people aren't gonna let me in, I'm just gonna go somewhere else. And those people gave me my deposit right away. So it was like, but yeah, the place I stay has no resort fees. It's hella cheap.
You want to plug them?
Yeah, Binions, the Apache Binions, where it's haunted. Goddamn it, even the slot machines are haunted.
They're haunted because it's so scary how much money you lose, or
No, they advertise as being haunted. They're like, we're haunted. I guess all of the casinos need some kind of fucking theme. Yeah. Have you stayed in downtown? Downtown is fun, but it's loud. I mean, they got music playing till like 2, 3 in the morning. So it's like trying to sleep in a fucking concert.
Don't go to Vegas for like a relaxing vacation, is what you're saying?
Well,
go there to get fucked up and.
I'm saying, you want some relaxation. You spend a lot of money and go to the Four Seasons. Don't go to downtown because it's like they got like 5 bands playing at one time. I mean, yeah. Have you been to downtown?
No, I've driven through Vegas.
Oh yeah, downtown they got like 5 bands. It's all packed full of people in downtown. It's full of hotels, but it's like, and you can hear, if it was weird because at 9 in the morning, I'm like, I hear shaking. And I'm like, are they starting the music already?
Was that just an earthquake, or was that the music?
No, it was some dude who brought his speaker. He had his family breakdancing outside, but the speaker was so fucking loud, it was shaking the fucking hotel. I couldn't believe it because a couple of days later, I was outside at 9 in the morning, and I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, dude, this is the fucker. Are you trying to tell me this fool was shaking the hotel with this big-ass speaker?
Fucking hell.
He brought a speaker, had his family dancing. Yeah, downtown is pretty fun. It's pretty crazy, though, but,
It's funny, the evolution of, like, you have the ghetto blaster from like the 80s, you throw it over your shoulder,
Yeah.
and now it's come so far with technology that I've seen people like literally have to drag their fucking speaker around. It's like, if you need a wagon to bring it around, man, like,
yeah, they got these big ass speakers and stuff. I go to a weed event where they have somebody's Bluetooth connecting to the speaker to play music, and I'm like, the guy's like, connect the Bluetooth, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck he was trying to tell me to do. I'm like, I got no music on my cell phone. I don't know, but so I got Kells. I got this podcast. I got Vegas in 2 weeks. In fact, actually, I'm gonna be there. Like, I should have showed up like on Friday and gone to the Dead shows. The Dead are playing in Vegas right now, but yeah, my show is on Saturday, which sucks because the weekend is the most expensive part of Vegas and shit. I know you people are like, are you complaining about having to go to Vegas? I'm like an old person. Like, yeah, I had to stay there I was tired. I was like, I was ready to get the fuck out, I was tired. And I'm like, I get an email from the airline, like, all the airlines are grounded and shit. And I'm like, I got to stay here another fucking day? I'm fucking broke. I calculated my money. I'm like, how the fuck am I going to pay for another night, But now I'm going back because I got booked to the same show. They ask fucked up questions. They're like, are they paying you? They're not fucking paying me. God damn it. Shut up. Stop asking me questions. What about you? Well,
The time's
well,
over.
yeah.
I think you already used up the last minute.
Well, say something. Say
Final
something.
word.
I joined a model train club.
You got a
Okay, right on. All right.
Yeah, you're building a model train. How's your model train looking now?
It's coming along. Working on a little bit at a time. But I joined a club too, and they have a whole layout, and you can bring your stuff over there and run it.
You can bring your whole train out there.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
but it's a different scale that they have, so I have to buy new stuff just to use there. I can't use my N scale stuff.
Yeah, because you keep talking about how I went hiking to this place, but then the railroad tracks aren't working. And I'm like, that's really sad. I feel bad.
This makes a lot of sense for your plane train theory. It's all coming together now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Like
Sure.
that movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and shit.
Right.
Hello.
Thank you for being on, Steven. Thank you for being on the JunkYard Rat Show.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you for Colin, who's helping out today.
I
Paul,
got you.
who's stuck in the 209, and Lathrop, because his dog's foot got bitten by a coyote. I wonder what happened to the foot. I don't even know. I'm not making fun of the dog. I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of your dog.
The dog won't hear this.
The dog won't hear it. It's a cool ass dog, but yeah. Next week I forgot who I got on here, but I got somebody booked for next week. Next Monday. I want to thank all the military people who gave their lives.
Oh, yeah.
You know, on Memorial Day.
Right.
Nobody invited me to any barbecues. And I want to dedicate this show to the memorial families, you know, all of them, to the military people, all my friends who served in the military, all my friends who were in the war on drugs, who helped to defeat the American communist government trying to keep us from our weed, keep us from doing drugs.
That's my Memorial Day. War on drugs. The drugs kind of won the war on drugs.
Hell yeah. And I want to say sad news about Bill Walton. We'll miss Bill Walton.
R.I.P.
I know. Anything else, Steven?
No.
Say something. Say something.
No.
All right, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.